You know, there's a lot of things in life that never change, because when I was a little kid, we used to play marbles, and we also used to try and do... Hang on, let me start again. We used to try and do this with string. Remember this, mums and dads, girls and boys? You still do it? You sort of... maybe my string's a little too big, but I used to be able to... This is Anita Sinclair. She can do it a lot better than what I can. Make her welcome, and she'll show us all about how to try it. What's this one called, Anita?
This one's called Snapper.
Uh-huh.
Can you take it? Move it fast. Way in through the middle. And what's this one?
This makes cats.
I think it makes a horrible mess.
It looks...
That makes a horrible mess. I think we'll try another one. Quick.
How long's this been around, Anita? Tying like this? Centuries,
I don't think anybody knows. I think this is a very, very old, an old folk game. It's a game, really. At the very least, the grannies in the audience will know this very, very well. It's a toy you play with when you haven't got toys, really.
Ah, well done. She got a snapper too.
We're going to try for... Oh, what are you doing to me?
You let it go.
You got another one going? Yeah. Oh, no, that's not working. That's great. We're going to have to re-educate these ladies.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're here for. You show us how to do it. What's that one?
This is actually the original cradle. This is the cat's cradle that gives the game its name, right. Cat's cradle. And cat's cradle, correctly, is worked by two people. There are plenty of things you can do with strings, one person. But
Snapper.
Actual cat's cradle is a two-people game. This is a cat's eye. Off you go. Start another one.
Which one's?
Right, see, it's starting to die on us here. We might switch to another one.
We're doing well
We're
here.
doing Go in from the top. Go in from the top.
I hope you're following this.
Right, that's it. Go on, keep going. Go through.
How many times should you be able to keep that going?
This is fish on a plate.
Right.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Okay.
And now we're going to go into the clock. Hold that up. That's the clock. And if I keep going through... Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's some kind of star I forget the name of. Somebody else might know the name of that. Got another one going? Put that on.
We're a bit cramped here, too. You should be facing each other.
That's all right. We're back to Snapper, which is a basic. Yeah, go from the top.
I can see you don't necessarily have to do it with string. You can do it with any kind of...
Oh, we're being very flashy tonight. This one's the river. When you go in from the top, it makes what the Japanese call this the river, and I found out the English people do too.
Right.
I've been speaking to Egyptian and Turkish men today on Brunswick Street, and they did it as children in school.
Well, what's that one?
This one is the manger.
Ah, gorgeous. Ricky does it well.
Outside, outside and through and up. Up. Brilliant. Terrific. Well, we're back to the familiar snap.
Fantastic. You know the power of television. You know what's going to happen now, don't you, Anita? All the kids at home are going to be going to school and starting that all over again. It'll become a brand new craze, and it's called the Cat's Cradle.
Cat's
Fantastic. Cradle. Anita, give her a big round of applause and thank her for coming in to play around with us a little bit. And now, oh, hang on, what happened to my bucket? I was going to put my string on my bucket so I could... Oh, don't tell me. Henry, if you've taken the bucket again, what's wrong with it? Oh, there's a hole in the bucket. I see. Okay, here we go.
Hello, Courtney, dear.
Hello, Henry, dear. Henry, dear. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the bucket, dear, as to fetch some water to wet the grindstone, to sharpen the axe, as to chop some firewood, dear.
Oh, right, Henry, dear. Well, here it is.
Oh,
there
thanks,
you go,
dear. Dear.
Yes, Henry.
But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Courtney, dear Courtney. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Courtney, a hole.
Then fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then fix it, dear Henry, fix it.
Yes, dear.
Yes, Henry.
But with what shall fix it, dear Courtney, dear Courtney? With what shall I fix it, dear Courtney? With what?
With a stick, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With a stick, dear Henry, a stick.
Dear.
Yes, Henry.
But the stick is too long, too long, too long. The stick is too long, dear Courtney, too long.
Then cut it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then cut it, dear Henry, cut it.
Yes, right. Yes, dear.
Yes, Henry.
But with what shall I cut it, dear Courtney, dear Courtney? With what shall I cut it, dear Courtney? With what?
With the axe, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With the axe, dear Henry, the axe.
Dear.
What is it this time, Henry?
But the axe is too blunt, dear Courtney, dear Courtney. The axe is too blunt, dear Courtney, too blunt.
Then sharpen it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Then sharpen it, dear Henry, sharpen it.
Dear.
Yes, Henry.
But with what shall I sharpen it, dear Courtney, dear Courtney? With what shall I sharpen it, dear Courtney? With what?
With the stone, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. With the stone, dear Henry, the stone.
Dear.
What, Henry?
What?
But the stone is too dry, dear Courtney, dear Courtney. The stone is too dry, dear Courtney, too dry.
Then wet it, dear Henry, Henry, then wet it, dear Henry, wet it!
Yeah, right. Dear.
Yes, Henry? Henry?
But with what shall I wet it, dear Courtney, dear Courtney? With what shall I wet it, dear Courtney? With what?
With water, dear Henry, with water, dear Henry, with water. Henry!
Dear.
Yes.
But with what shall I fetch it, dear Courtney, dear Courtney? With what shall I fetch it, dear Courtney? With what?
With water, bucket, dear Henry. With the bucket, dear Henry, the bucket.
Yes. Oh no. Dear.
Yep.
But there's a hole in the bucket, dear Courtney, dear Courtney. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Courtney, a hole.
Henry!
Hi, Juanita.
Hi, Clancy.
Hey, Juanita, do you know who invented the 5-day week?
No. Who invented the 5-day week, Clancy?
Robinson Crusoe.
Why's that?
Oh, he had all his work done by Friday. Was that funny?
Yeah. Jamie, you remind me of the sea. Really? Yeah. Wild, restless, and romantic. No, you make me sick.
That's a cute one. They really like each other, though. What's your name, mate?
Ben.
Ben, why don't you tell everybody in Australia your giggle?
What do frogs drink at parties?
What do frogs drink at parties?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola, that's cute. Here, you got a present from us, a Young Talent Time microphone. Hello, gorgeous. Sit on my knee. What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie, you tell everybody your gorgeous joke.
What's two rubbers?
What's two
Rubbers.
robbers? I don't know. What's two robbers?
A pair of knickers.
A sailor went to Nee to see what he could nee, but all that he could nee was a bottom of the deep blue nee.
Hey, Nat. What? Look at the bunch of cows.
You mean herd?
Heard of what?
Herd of cows.
Of course I've heard of cows.
No, a cow herd?
So what with the cow herd? I've got no secret against the cow.
Okay, sweetheart, and your giggle? Have you forgotten it? Well, you think about it and I'll come back to you, okay? Because I've got another one this side. What's your giggle? What's your name first?
Anna,
Anna? And you tell me your joke, Anna.
why did the sand cry?
I don't know. Why did the sand cry?
Because the sea weed.
Because the seaweed. Okay, I've heard that one before, but that's funny. You got it now? Okay, where you go?
Who invented the miniskirt?
I don't know. Who invented the miniskirt?
See more legs.
See more legs. Get to know it.
A sailor went to foot to see what he could foot, but all that he could foot was a bottom of the deep blue foot. A sailor went to see Chaplin foot, see what he could see Chaplin foot, but all that he could see Chaplin foot was a bottom of the deep blue see Chaplin foot. A sailor went to see.
Everyone's catching the Hey Hey It's Saturday bug.
I'm seeing spots.
And you never know who'll catch it next.
That's a bit far-fetched.
The humour's infectious. The music's contagious.
Quite weird sometimes on the show.
Oh, yeah.
No one can swing quite like Elise Platt.
You in the mood for it?
And get in the mood with Leo Sayer and his band.
Big band. Hey Hey It's Saturday, brought to you by Peters and Coca-Cola. 6:30 on Golden West Television. Now at your nearest security travel office.
I want you to meet somebody, and I'm happy to say this on television because I love this little girl so much. She's not that little at the moment because she's expecting a baby. And, and of course, I have to introduce you to her, but some of you may have met her before because she used to work on the floor here. And she's been with me at Television House and Young Talent Time for more than 10 years, and she's leaving us with her and her husband. They're having a baby, and this is the beautiful Michelle Gibbs. And I had to run up here because I wanted it to be a surprise for you, Shelley. And there's some flowers and lots of love from all of us. And I'm sure it's going to be a boy, and I know you're going to call it John. But lots of love to you and to Terry, and I know it's going to be a beautiful baby. And when he's all grown up, or she's all grown up, bring her on and let her be on Young Talent Time.
That'd be great.
Don't you think so?
For sure.
Have you had a good time?
Yeah, it's been great.
Are we nice people?
Lovely people.
Well, we think you're nice people, too.
Thank you. I think
Michelle
I'm
Gibbs, everybody. And if this closing song's just for you, Shelley, here it comes, the Young Talent Team. wasn't it, eh? That was a big bang, absolutely. Well, I don't know about you, but I've had such a good time tonight. I haven't had such a good time for, well, at least a week. At least a week. At least a week. And we'll be back having more good times with you 7 days from now. Very special thanks to Tim and Anita, our special guests, and of course to our pirate crew and all you gang. Look at you. Next week, we travel around the world in an international show. I hope you'll be joining us for that. And of course, in 2 weeks' time, we will be showing you our Universal Studio special that all the kids and yours truly recorded in the United States, and it is something really special, so don't you miss it. It's just a real lot of fun. And we'll send all our loving to you. And I'll pretend that I'm kissing. Good night, Ricky. Those lips. Good night, Courtney. Beautiful, that song with Henry. Good night, Juanita. And I hope that your dreams do all come true. And then while, good night, Natalie, I'm away, I'll write home. Good night, Joey. Every day you make a good pirate. Good night, Greg. And I'll send all my loving to you. And on behalf of our very loyal sponsors, McDonald's, good night, everybody. See you next week.
Johnny Young and the cast choose to stay at the Southern Cross Hotel. Our talent discovery shares in the McDonald's Scholarship Fund and takes home a Yamaha keyboard. Our talent discovery of the year will win a grand piano from Yamaha Music Australia. Young Talent Time is a television house production for Network 10 Australia. Gavin Wood speaking.